Hog Money, your guide to the economy of Bermuda.
But in all fairness, look. But in all fairness, I must say this. I must say this, Jonathan. I have to say this, Jonathan. If I were to one day end up in this 10% that you speak of, right? If I end up in the 10%, and I've been with the other percent, the other 90%, right? If I end up getting the 10%, I'm not going to want to give my money to the 90% when I worked hard to be there. So I understand some people when you say about privilege, and some people, yeah, they had it coming to them anyway. No. But there's people who have worked hard, they and they did what they had to do, and they got where they needed to get to. Why would I be, if I get in the 10%, why am I going to have to give more money up to people? And I was in that same boat, and I worked, and I got where I am today.
Depends on your ideology. Because if you for somehow are part of that 10% that moves up, but if you have the ideology that I still am my brother's keeper, you're still going to help somebody. You're not going to be concerned about, in fact, you're going to be helping people on your way up. You're not going to be so concerned that they're taking this money away from, because you have all your needs. So you're not going to be that concerned.
Well, it's a good point. I was doing research, and I wish I would have wrote that down. I didn't think I was going to need it at the time. But it did say that there was a fear that the more you tax the wealthy, the less money gets donated by the wealthy. And I don't have any numbers for you, but I have to go back and look. But I read that statement.
Well, that is the case. I mean, it's been proved in many places that the higher taxes are, the less the total is collected. But there's another point which is very relevant to Bermuda. Bermuda, on a per capita basis, has probably got more people than you can shake a stick at who know how to get round the tax system of anywhere. Not only in Bermuda, but in the United States and UK. They actually know. And they are not going to hang around and be plucked like a goose, as I mentioned. It's not going to happen. They're going to take off. I don't know where they're going to go. They can go to Cayman. They can go to Hong Kong.
Wherever they
can go to a whole bunch of things.
That is a valid point.
They will be taxed less.
He may be very well correct. The challenge is wherever they go, they're going to be taxed as well.
No. There are many.
If that's the case, they would have left already. They would have left already if that's the case.
So I hope you've all enjoyed the discourse as much as me. It's been very stimulating. But now I want to give each gentleman an opportunity to basically just close out and give us a summary of their side of this financial assistance topic. So I think, Robert, they said age before beauty, I think they've said. So do you want to give a closing statement?
Well, age and beauty, I think.
Yes.
The closing statement I would make is, all sorts of people have these wonderful ideas of how to improve society and make life better for everybody. And that's quite a genuine and an appropriate response to all sorts of difficulties. But the fact is, right now, we are in a difficult financial position. We cannot afford to do many of the, I think, desirable social things that we should be doing. We simply cannot do it. There is no money. And if somebody can tell me where the money is coming from to finance all the what I think are pie in the sky schemes of you two guys with me, tell me where the money's coming from. And if the money is there, then I might agree with you. But frankly, there isn't. There is no money. There's nothing.
Well, I just think I'll end by saying that when I was growing up, my parents didn't have very much. And so we didn't put a lot of emphasis on money the way that my colleague here does. We put a lot of emphasis on people and dignity. And I think that's where the financial help has to be placed, where it helps somebody up based on dignity.
And
how much money have you contributed to charity over the last 2 years, personally?
How much have I contributed? Probably about 8 or 9% of my income.
Oh, that's good. Oh, excellent. Much more than me. I'm, significantly more than me. Okay.
All right, Jonathan, go ahead.
Surprised.
I think what I would like people, your viewers, to take away from this conversation is that when it comes to the matter of welfare, financial assistance, there's a lot of urban myths around it. There's no data for long-term worklessness. There's no real data of benefit sheets to a large degree. Welfare, it helps the people who are poor. People who are on it because they have to be, not because they want to be, and it doesn't erode their work ethic. Okay? So there's a lot of myths. There's a lot of people who can put sound bites out there, but just because you can make a sound bite doesn't make it real. You need to go to the social science and the actual data that is out there, and that shows that a greater inequality hurts everyone, and a stronger welfare system increases growth and reduces inequality throughout the society. Welfare, good. Neoliberalism, bad.
First of all, I just want to thank, my guests for coming today and, showing up for the match. I think it was great. I really enjoyed it. I also like to thank the DNA Creative Shop for letting us use their wonderful space here to have the discourse and record the show. And I'm looking forward to doing it again with you guys. Bermuda, I hope you enjoyed it as well.
Tourism, international business, social agendas, education. What makes Bermuda tick? We'll break it all down here on Hog Money, your guide to the economy of Bermuda.